Welcome, everyone. This is Drinks and Reviews, episode number 6. I'm your host, Illyrio, along with my good friends, Nelson. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, Goodell?
Yo.
All right, so we're going to talk about Batman Killing Joke, the new DC animated movie. I believe it's available digitally now. It's coming out pretty soon on Blu-ray. So I'll go ahead and start off what I thought about the movie. So let me first say that my earliest Batman memory is Batman back in 1989. I think I was about 12 years old. Became a fan of the Vigilante and the Joker. Loved the Dark Knight movies. Loved Heath Ledger as the Joker. And the reason I want to bring this up is because, you know, we also got Jared Leto coming out on Suicide Squad as the Joker. And to me, the Joker is one of the most vile, twisted, dark, and most disturbing villain ever. Having said that, first of all, I never read the novel by Alan Moore. Unfortunately, I never got around to it. So when I watched this movie, I came into it with a fresh, clear mind. And actually, I enjoyed it very much. It's action-packed. It's dark. I enjoyed the Joker's origin. It was cool to see him as a normal person and then trying to make it as a comedian, telling jokes, etc. And after watching the movie, I want to go back and actually pick up the novel and read it and see how much different it is from the movie. I think the voice acting was top-notch. Both Mark Hamill as well as who's the other actor, man, that played Batman?
Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, you know, I think they killed it, man. I mean, these guys have been voicing those characters for quite some time. Yeah, overall, man, I enjoyed the movie. Like I said, the one thing I'm curious, and we can talk about it later on after I hear your reviews, is how different it is from the novel. I've never read it, but I enjoyed the movie, man. What did you guys think, man? Nelson or Goodell?
Goodell.
Well, I agree. I like the movie. I actually went to go see it in theaters because you know, it was doing like a special viewing for Monday and Tuesday. And I've never actually seen any of these animated movies in the theaters, so I just wanted to check it out. It was pretty cool because they had like Mark Hamill doing like a documentary before the movie actually started about the Joker and his history with the Joker as the voice of the Joker. I'm a huge fan. One of my favorite villains in DC is the Joker, and when it's done right, it's awesome. And I like the fact they did an origin story, and you know how I also like they brought in more of the first half of this movie was kind of like, you know, it's kind of like a little slow, drawn out, because you're expecting this movie to be just nothing but Batman and Joker, and then you have like all this like kind of content from Batgirl, but it was still good. You know, it was really well written. I really liked the animation, and of course you can't beat the voice acting. I love Mark Hamill as Mark Hamill as the Joker and Kevin Conroy. Every time I watch any type of animation, if I don't hear those two voices, I'm already like biased. I don't want to even I don't even like anybody else. But you know, I enjoyed it. I liked it, and to see it in theaters was pretty cool. The sound effects and everything. Oh, I like that. I like the animation. It was really good stuff. I like the interpretation from the novel itself.
What do you think, Nelson?
Yeah, I agree. The visual, sound, the voice acting. The thing about the comics and the movies or the animes is that you can't compare the two, because then you'll start, if you're a fan of the books, you'll be like, why are they doing this? So you have to go in there with an open mind and just watch it for what it is. But it was great. I hope DC keeps on making, pulling from different stories and making an anime just to visually have that. What I did notice about this particular anime is that, yeah, there was action, but it wasn't, I think it was a little more dramatic than usual, because before, other animes have been like crazy action, a little bit of dialogue, crazy action. This one was like drawn out, like Goodell said, the 30 minutes of the movie was like the week before, setting everything up, and then the last 30 minutes is, the final act. All in all, I loved it. I enjoyed it. Probably gonna end up watching it again, picking it up obviously on Blu-ray. I give it a 9.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up too, man. I definitely want to add it in my collection. So let me ask you guys this. So you guys read the novel. How much from what I've read on because I actually did some research. From what I read, the beginning act or the beginning story with Batgirl and stuff was not in the novel. With that being said, how different is it from the novel that you guys remember to what showed up on the screen?
Well, I don't remember them having sex in the novel.
Yeah, that's the big part too. That I don't remember that.
I mean, I know Batgirl and Batman in the animated series, they got together. They kind of insinuated that they were together. But this was the first time they ever saw them like get together.
You know,
All the way.
you know what, you know what, you kind of warned me about that scene, and I'm gonna tell you something though, man. One thing I did like about that scene is the gargoyle looking down
Gargoyle's checking it
on
out. He's like,
Batgirl and
"What's going
Batman.
on here?"
But you know what though? Here's my take on this, man. And it's like this is what gets me. I didn't have any problem whatsoever with it. It is what it is. The thing that gets me though, and I don't know, there's two ways to see it. You got the diehard fans that that's not part of Batman, Batgirl or whatever, and they don't want that, and I get that. But then you got, you think about it, you see sex scenes or sex scenes or not really sex scenes, but you see a lot of so-called
Soft porn.
yeah, exactly. Like on music videos and things like that.
Innuendos of
Innuendos, yeah.
Yeah, and you see
yeah.
that in music videos and stuff like that, and people don't care about that. But when it's something like this, so simple, the whole internet blows up or whatever, man. And it's like, come on, man. I didn't see any issues with it, man. I thought it was like I said, when that gargoyle was looking down, I was actually cracking up, man.
I didn't really
I
see a
thought the
lot
theme
of.
was funny. The theme wasn't too sensual. Like it wasn't sexual.
Yeah.
They didn't show anything. It just but it was
Right.
just funny how it all went down. Like it was like a regular movie. But that's one thing everybody has to remember about these movies is that they're not going to be word for word graphic novels. They're based on those graphic novels. Doomsday was the same way. Batman Under the Red Hood was the same way.
Yeah.
They're not going to be, word for word or scene for scene. It's not a complete adaptation. They're based on the graphic novels. So they're just pulling things from those graphic novels. And you have,
Right.
the main, core of this film is the Killing Joke because they show the origin and they show, what's between him but then they add, they had the stuff in the beginning to give it more context between Batgirl and her role as Batgirl and how she becomes Oracle. The first time they ever show her as Oracle in animated movies.
Right. Yeah, and another thing too I was gonna mention is the one thing I liked about the movie, man. It was pretty brutal, man. Is it like that in the novel, man? Is it brutal like that in the novel?
From what I can remember, yeah, but
Yeah.
not. I don't know. I feel like it's been a while, man.
Yeah.
I remember certain panels of the book, but there's certain things that I was like, I don't remember that.
Yeah. Hey, all I
Yeah.
know is I'd hate to face Batgirl, man, because she tore up that guy's face, man, with her knuckles.
Oh yeah. Well, that was what's so great about that scene was that he warned her, there's a breaking point before you stop giving a shit. You just start beating the shit out of people for whatever. She still had her soul intact. He didn't want her to go to be like him, and she almost went over the edge, and she stopped and realized. But it was a good. I mean. The whole even with Joker, the only thing to be honest, the only thing I didn't really like was at the very, very, very end when he was like trying to get him, for him to help him out.
Yeah.
That scene just seemed a little dry. I did crack up though when Batman was laughing. So I thought that my sister and I looked at each other like that's pretty funny. It was pretty funny to see him laugh because you never see him laugh. But the scene was just a little dry up until that point. I was just like, what the hell, like.
Me and you were in the same boat, Goodell, because at the end, like you said, I didn't expect it, dude, that he was wanting to help him out or whatever. Yeah. And one thing I didn't like about that scene is like, if that was my lady that got hurt like that, basically got shot, Dude, I'd be in a revenge mode.
Yeah,
Right, yeah, exactly.
That
Yeah.
also that plays into Batman's psyche with Joker. You know,
Yeah.
like.
Well, he needs him. They need each other.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the
Because
whole.
if he's not in it, well, he's just fighting regular criminals. Because Joker's not a regular.
Right.
But
You know?
dude,
Joker.
You're talking about realistically, but this is an anime / comic. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if it would have ended just like that, and not show the scene where Batman is basically laughing along with the Joker's joke, I think I would have hated the scene, because after that part, you know, the Joker tells his last joke or whatever, and then all of a sudden you see Batman laughing. So that kind of made up for the end.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the scene was kind of dry. It was kind of weird because he's out there like ready to kick his ass, and then he's just like, "Nah, man, I'm gonna help you out. Yeah, come on, I'm gonna get you."
It's like, hey, forget that you shot my woman.
Forget you almost killed my. Yeah, exactly.
And, you know, in the origin, you kind of see the Joker. You know, this is before he became the Joker. He's like, you know, nobody laughs at his jokes. So nobody in his, when he was young or whatever, nobody laughed at any of his jokes. And then at the end, at least somebody laughed, and that was Batman.
Well, that's what's so cool about the Joker is that's one of his sides of his stories. Because remember, nobody really knows the origin of Joker. He just he says that when they ask him who he is, I think Nelson, what does he say? Like, oh, I choose multiple choice.
Yeah.
Because because he chooses. That's why Heath Ledger was so awesome in Dark Knight, because every time he said his story about how he got the scars, it was a different story.
It was a different story. It's like, how I got these scars.
And exactly. That's how Joker is in the comics, and that's what was so great about it. But this iteration of him, that's one of the biggest things where, his wife. But you know what? I mean, I could almost swear that in the novel, Nelson, you tell me if I'm wrong, his wife didn't die over a damn toaster. I thought his wife got hit by a drunk driver.
Dude, I would have to read it again because
I need to look at it. I'm almost positive that his wife died by a drunk driver. All this shit happened to him in the same day. Because I don't remember his wife dying because of a toaster, an electrical thing in the toaster. I was like, what the hell?
I think Mark Hamill too. When he was doing his scenes, he was busting out the graphic novel, and he was reading parts, telling the writer, "Hey, you're messing it up. That's not what he says." Like, he was trying to be accurate, and I think they were trying to change the story a little bit.
Do you know?
I think that he did a great job though, and
you know what? Hey, sorry, Goodell. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
What I was gonna say, dude, is, you know what part I did like in the origin, the Joker's origin story is. Remember when the cops came into the bar, and the other guys were trying to tell him that he was going to wear the red hood or whatever?
Yeah, the hood.
And the cops tell him that his wife had died or whatever, right? So then, you know, he goes back, sit down, and tells the guys that, hey, my wife just died or whatever. And they're like, oh, we're sorry, and this and that, but you're still going to have to wear the red hood and guide us to the factory.
Yeah.
This is a serious job.
Point, the job had to get done. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm like, wow, no compassion.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, that's what that's another thing too that you know, they actually stayed true to the story to the Red Hood gang, whereas that they got somebody new. That's why they never could they can never get the leader of the Red Hood gang, because there's always somebody new trying to get in. But I thought that scene was a little too fast, though. The way Batman came and all of a sudden he just got dumped into
I feel like they
chemical.
I agree with
I think
you
they
on
rushed
that
that part.
I feel like they rushed it because they've shown that scene before, and this time was like, okay, you know, whatever. You know, it's like they could have drawn it out
like really fast. I've actually read that part in other comic books where it's like flashbacks and stuff like that. And that seems like he's like hanging on for dear life before he just falls into the vat of chemicals. Yeah, even in 1989 film, where that was based on that scene, he was like hanging on, trying to save him, and before he fell into the vat of chemicals.
Hey, I think I'm gonna have nightmares on the remember the Joker midget minions?
Yeah. With
Gordon. Crazy. And then that the When You're Loony song. Remember that song by the Joker?
Yeah. Well, that's why I like this movie. A lot of stuff that was drawn from Arkham Knight, the video game, was I drawn from this graphic novel, or these There was a part in there was a scene in it too where Joker's just singing and dancing.
Yeah,
and also
right,
part of the flashback.
I remember that.
Part of the flashback where Killing Joke would actually shoot Barbara before. That was one thing I was a little confused. I always thought that when she got shot, I wasn't sure if it's that he always knew the shooter was Batgirl or it was just by chance he shot her because he's the commissioner's daughter. And now this movie kind of clears it up that he didn't know she was Batgirl. It's just by chance.
Yeah, but supposedly, I mean, when I'm hearing hate-wise, I'm not really hearing anything about, as far as people watching it or like, oh, what is this? More the critics are like, oh, the putting her down as a woman. I think Joker insinuate like if they raped her, he takes off her clothes because when he's going through the tunnel, when he goes through the tunnel, you see her. She's all, like you can tell she's naked. They're insinuating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's
she was. I think they said it was naked.
Yeah, that's the hate hate. Well, I'm not gonna say hate, but why people or critics aren't digging it because they're showing,
I didn't really pay attention to those scenes, man. When Gordon was going through that ride, I kind of glanced at him here and there, but I didn't really pay attention to that.
She was naked. They showed blood and shit.
Yeah.
Did you see the wall? The wall they had of like the pictures that he had. They showed Jason Todd's death. They showed the Joker kind of like sitting in the chair with the beach scene like from the movie, the 1989 movie.
No, they showed the Dark Knight.
They showed
when he's in
jail. They showed the Dark Knight scene. They had like different scenes of Joker in the background.
Dude, I'm gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna have to watch it again when it comes out on Blu-ray, man.
Yeah.
And then lastly, dude, I just want to say I did like the scene, the last scene with Barbara Gordon or Batgirl in the wheelchair. She's going back to work or whatever. I did like that.
Yeah, that's when she becomes Oracle in the Watchtower.
Yeah, that was a really nice scene. I liked that a lot. But yeah, overall, dude, I enjoyed it. For someone that's never read the novel, I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. Definitely gonna add it when it comes out Blu-ray to the collection and then check it out again.
It makes me want to read the book now again.
Yeah, I definitely want to read the novel, dude. Hey, let me ask you this: was it just a novel, or were there actual single comic book issues, or is it just a novel, like a trade paperback or something?
I think it's just a novel. I don't think it was.
The graphic
I don't think it's a comic.
Oh, okay. Do you have it?
But there were first, second, and third prints and stuff.
Oh, okay.
No, actually, I don't have a copy. I have a digital copy.
It's like $5,000. I saw one being sold.
No way. Are you serious? Wow.
Yeah, there was a link that Nelson showed me yesterday. I wanted to buy one, and I saw one for like $85. There was like I think third or fourth print or something like that. And then like the first ones that are out there, mint condition. Oh, because they were rated too, like 9 point something. And they're like about $4,000 and something. Yeah.
Yeah. Now with the movie, it's gonna go up.
Because of the hype, man. Movie.
You know what? I wouldn't even mind getting like a second print. I don't even care about getting the first print. Just to have a copy, it's fine. Because that's an old book, man.
Hey, but you know what?
Yeah, I didn't realize how old it was.
I'm glad. I think it came out from what I read, 1990, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, it's
pretty 89, I think. Yeah, 89.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm glad I got to see it, dude, because like I said, I never got around to reading the book, and I enjoyed it quite a bit, man. All right, guys. So next up, we're gonna go ahead and talk about the San Diego Comic-Con trailers to some of the upcoming movies, such as Wonder Woman, Doctor Strange, Justice League, and I think there was one more, Suicide Squad. So we're going to go ahead and review and look at the Doctor Strange trailer and see what we think so far.
Doctor Strange, you think you know how the world works? What if I told you the reality you know is one of many?
This doesn't make any sense.
Not everything does. Not everything has to. Through the mystic arts, we harness energy and shape reality. We travel great distances in an instant.
How do I get from here to there?
How How did you become a doctor?
Study and practice, years of it.
There's a strength to him.
But is he ready?
Be careful which paths you travel down, Strange. Stronger men than you have lost their way. I am death. And pain. You'll die protecting this world.
I can't do this.
There is no other way.
I've spent so many years peering through time, looking for you.
What's this, my mantra?
It's the Wi-Fi password. We're not savages.
The first trailer we ever saw, you know, I said, man, this looks really cool. After watching this trailer, dude, there's two things I'm going to do. One, I'm going to go check it out in IMAX in 3D just because it looks fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
It looks Inception, Matrix. Dude, it looks so freaking awesome, dude. I can't wait to go check it out. And my favorite part of this whole trailer, dude, is the part when you see him wear the cape and put it on.
Yeah.
That is so fucking badass, man. What did you guys think, man?
I just like that they're finally introducing like a different kind of character, superhero, you know, than your typical, oh, I have this kind of power, you know. He's into magic, or he's, you know, he learns the art of magic, you know, this other realm that's around us or whatever. You know, it's just cool to see that, you know. I hope that this just opened doors for other characters that aren't, you know, your typical.
That aren't as popular, right?
Yeah, aren't as popular. Yeah. I can't wait, dude. I'm excited.
What do you think, Adele?
I agree with Nelson that you know, we're so many movies of Spider-Man, Captain America, Iron Man, all these mainstream characters. To be excited over a new origin story is great. I think they're doing a great job with this movie, and the trailer makes me so excited to see another origin movie after what, like almost like 10 years of watching all these origin different movies and stuff. And but just the fact that they're bringing in somebody new, and it's not just like a whole different world, they're bringing in somebody new into the universe, into the Marvel universe. It's great, and I think they did a good job with the characters, and even, you know, it has this Marvel, you know, comic relief, especially at the end, he's like about the Wi-Fi password.
Yeah, that was funny, man.
So, you know, I'm definitely looking forward to it.
That says Shambhala, right?
Yeah, it says Shambhala.
Well, I'm interested because that character is what is it? The Baron, right? Baron.
The villain.
That's supposed to be the Baron. That's supposed to be his arch enemy later on. So that's cool that they're showing him off as best friends first.
The guy that's playing the villain, I don't know his name. He played in one of the Bond movies. That guy, that guy is good as a villain, man. He has that villain look, that mean look.
Yeah. He's definitely typecasted as a bad guy for the rest of his career. He looks awesome, though. Like, he really does look awesome.
Hey, but you know what, though? I don't know about you guys, man, but when I saw...
Hey, check this out. His name is Mads Mikkelsen or something like that. Mads. It's like, yeah, you're typecast like a motherfucker.
Yeah, he had no choice. He had
no choice, bro.
Hey, he was born evil, man. But no, I think they did. You know, we haven't seen the movie yet, but in previous performances by this guy,
he's a good actor.
Yeah, he's definitely great. But you know what about this trailer though is, man, when you start seeing the bending and the buildings moving and all. Dude, that looks fucking awesome, man.
People say that what is it, Inception? But I think they're taking this a little bit like beyond Inception when you look at what's actually going on.
Oh, of course. You
know, it's like people are like, oh, but Inception, but it's like they're taking it to a whole another level, dude.
Because Inception wasn't like in a dream state. These people, Doctor Strange, they're actually bending reality.
Yeah.
All around them, and they're transporting from point A to like Z in 30 seconds. So it's cool. I'm excited for it. I really am.
Yeah, and I think it comes out November 17th, if I'm not mistaken. I know it's sometime in November, I think. So yeah, if I'm wrong, correct me, but I think that's it. All right, so next up,
November 4th.
Oh, November 4th. Okay, cool. So yeah, man, I can't wait. It's gonna be great.
Even better.
Exactly. Yeah. All right, so the next trailer that came out was the Wonder Woman trailer. So let's go ahead and check that out.
You're a man.
Yeah. I mean, do I not look like one?
You have been my greatest love. Be careful, Diana. I do not deserve you.
Have you never met a man before? I mean, what about your father?
I had no father. I was brought to life by Zeus.
Well, that's neat.
What I do is not up to you.
Candy. I'm Steve Trevor's secretary.
What is a secretary?
I go where he tells me to go and I do what he tells me to do.
Oh, well, where I'm from, that's called slavery.
I really like her.
Fantastic. Ladies, after you.
I do. I like her.
All right, man. What did you guys think, man?
Goodell.
What'd you think of Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman there, Goodell?
No, I'm excited for this movie, man, because it's been since Linda Carter, there really hasn't been a live adaptation of Wonder Woman. And they tried doing movies, they tried doing scripts, they tried doing shows, and it's never panned out.
They can't capture.
So, every time they get some traction on it, there's somebody either quits or the script is garbage or whatever the case is. Even the animated, and I enjoyed the animated movie that came out a few years ago. And I just really think this movie's going to do great, especially the cast that they put together. And then of course was it Christopher Pines? He's always funny, and so I'm excited for this movie. I really am.
What'd you think, Nelson?
What I like, just on the trailer itself, comparing it to BVS, because that's the first time you see her, just the action scenes are not CG'd, everything looks pretty practical, it looks really good, man. I think they chose the right person to be Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot, I think, is Wonder Woman. You know, and it has that. I know DC isn't known for their comedy, but it even has a sprinkle of that in there, which is good. A lighter tone from BVS, you know.
Dude, I agree, man. I enjoyed watching her in Batman vs Superman, and you know, like I mentioned before, man, I'm a huge fan of the score, and when she comes in and the music playing, it's awesome. So I enjoyed her in that movie, and I'm excited for this one. One thing I did like about this movie, though, like you said, though, it's like a lot of practical action.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like there's a lot of CGI.
You know, when she breaks the gun, when she breaks the rifle, you know?
Yeah. The one part I like in this movie, man, that one scene where you see her kind of like sliding in the air, kind of swifting down. That scene looks so cool, man. It's like a slow motion Matrix style or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And she's kicking ass with that lasso or rope she has, man. Yeah, it looks pretty cool, man. I'm excited. I can't wait to see this one. Comes out summer of 2017. All right, so the next trailer that came out, I believe, was, let's see,
the Justice League.
Justice League trailer, man. So let's check that out and see what we think.
There is a stranger who comes to this village from the sea. He comes in the winter when people are hungry and brings fish. He comes on the king tide. That was last night.
Talk.
I believe that an enemy is coming from far away. I'm looking for warriors. This stranger. Others like him. I'm building an alliance to defend us. It's very important that I see this man. Barry Allen. Bruce Wayne.
You said that like it explains why there's a total stranger sitting in the dark in my second favorite chair.
He said he'll fight with us?
More or less.
More or more less?
Probably more or less.
He said no.
He said no.
Look, man, I don't know who you are, but whoever you're looking for,
So you're fast.
that feels like an oversimplification.
I'm putting together a team. People with special abilities. You see, I believe enemies are coming.
Stop right there. I'm in.
You are? Just like that?
Yeah, I need friends.
Agreed.
Can I keep this?
I heard about you. Didn't think you were real. I'm real when it's useful. Arthur Curry. I hear you can talk to fish.
Oh, dude, that movie I think is gonna kick some ass, man. You know, one part that's so funny to me, dude, is when Batman says, "I heard you talk to fish."
This is my thing on this, what we're watching. I don't think that the tone or anything of the movie is going to be like what we're watching. We're just watching what they have filmed in somewhat of a sequence of what's going on.
Right.
You know, I don't think that. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry. I don't think that. You know, when we see the final trailer, it's going to be something totally different. This is just an introduction to, you know, what possibly the movie is going to be about, or in the direction it's going.
Right.
Oh, the trailer makes it seem like it's like a polar opposite of Suicide Squad almost. You know, like how they introduce all the characters from Suicide Squad and that music in the background, and they bring it in. That's how it has the feel for. I hope. I don't know. Like I said, for me, music is important when it comes to trailers or even movies, and it just gives you that type of feeling. And then this one's just kind of like, I don't feel like it's a Justice League movie right now.
No, man, you can tell that they tossed it together. It even says in the beginning that it's meant to show for Comic-Con. You know, I don't think they got the score down. I don't think they have anything down. It's just raw.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I feel like I'm looking at like, I don't know, Ocean's 15 or something. I don't know. Like, I'm not even.
Hey, but you know what? And I see what you guys are saying, man. But even with that being said, man, if this trailer does not get you pumped up for that, man, I don't know what will, dude. I can only imagine what the final trailer will look like, dude. I think it's gonna be awesome, man.
No, they haven't even shown the villain or fighting or anything, you know.
Well, yeah, but that too. But yeah, but the thing is, they show the mother boxes being buried,
right,
which explains why they would be, you know, later on in the future. But the only thing that gets me is that, you know, from Batman vs Superman, you see some of these characters. They're already in their own, and then like you see kind of like Arthur Curry, you see Aquaman. Like if he wasn't where they found him back in the day, you get me? Like I wonder if he's not the king yet, and he just got noticed in the ocean or something. In Batman vs Superman, because here it doesn't look like he's actually the Aquaman yet. He's just like he's still there in that town.
They show him in boots and jeans.
Cyborg looks badass, dude. Can't wait to.
Yeah, I'm. You know, the thing is that they're gonna show this Justice League movie before those standalone movies,
right?
And it's like they're kind of going backwards. I feel, but you know, I hope that they're not gonna do little flashbacks of how he became Cyborg and then show a whole Cyborg movie. If they're gonna show Cyborg movie, don't do it as an origin story. You already showed like bits and pieces of Batman vs Superman. Just show a Cyborg movie.
Right. All right, so the next trailer, final trailer we're going to check out is the Suicide Squad that debuted at Comic-Con. So let's check that out, guys.
All right, lights out.
Here's to honor among thieves. We almost pulled it off.
All my friends are heathens, take it slow.
Despite what everybody thought.
Wait for them to ask you who you know.
They're gonna blame us for the whole thing. We're the patsies. Don't forget, we're the bad guys.
Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse.
We've all heard the stories of Samson leveling a temple with a single push. Or the Philistine weapon of mass destruction named Goliath. The next war will be fought with these metahumans.
Please don't forget.
Ours or theirs.
I want to assemble a task force of the most dangerous people on the planet.
No game. Never stand down, made our own way.
Y'all jokers must be crazy. This is the deal. You're going somewhere very bad.
Look at the pretty lights.
To do something that'll get you killed.
You might want to work on your team motivation thing. You heard of Phil Jackson?
Yeah.
He's like the gold standard, okay? Triangle, bitch.
What? Oh, yeah, you're the fire bloke, eh? Well, looky here. Fire!
I'm just a sucker for pain.
I can't wait to show you my toys.
We're going to the swirling ring of trash in the sky.
They walk in the park. Easy peasy.
Don't make me shoot you.
Biggest boss and I've been a trillist. I'm a bigger problem when I quit the Skrillex. Kicking in the door for the Suicide Squad. Forgive me for my wrongs, I have just begun.
They're so intense.
Capital murder, capital no ladders. Yeah, she catching my vibe, but she can't fathom my chatter. Need a couple gang members for these new endeavors. From this point on, anything we do together. Ain't no mercy.
Hey guys.
Forgive me for my wrongs, I have just begun. Ain't no mercy, ain't no mercy.
Okay, so dude, let me just first say something, man. I'm a huge fan of so far all these actors in this movie, man. Just from seeing them in the trailers, I'm excited for this movie, dude. And I want to first say that whoever edited this last trailer, to me, dude, deserves an award because that was a badass trailer, man. I think the music, the scenes they used, I'm really pumped for this movie, dude. I don't know. Hopefully, I'm really going in with high expectations because it just looks fucking badass, dude. You know, you got Harley Quinn, you got all these other characters, you got Will Smith. I think looks really good in this character, and dude, I hope I'm not I hope I'm impressed, dude, because I got high hopes for this movie, man. And this trailer looks fucking badass, man. One part I liked in this movie, though, when Will Smith, remember when he gets the gun and he says, "You guys must be fucking crazy." Dude, I'm excited for this movie. I cannot wait, dude. What do you guys think, man?
You know.
I don't want to interrupt and have a 9-year-old say that we're not sharing time.
No.
Kidding. No, I did like the trailer. I'm excited for this movie. I already got my tickets for Thursday, 6 p.m. 3D.
Nice.
I actually I'm gonna get a little Funko Joker keychain with my ticket. So I'm definitely excited. Like I said, I love the Joker. I'm definitely watching this because Joker and Harley Quinn. I think that Margot Robbie's doing a great job with the character so far, from what I've seen. I can't really say anything about the other characters because they really been focusing on Joker, Harley Quinn. I've seen Batman. I've seen with Batman on top of the car. I read the other day that they brought in another Justice League character is going to be in there in the film as well.
I heard about that.
Captain Boomerang looks funny as hell. Like the scenes I've seen him in this trailer and any trailer, he's been doing a great job. So I'm excited for this movie. This Suicide Squad, the Task Force X has always been a great story. And Amanda Waller is the biggest bitch you can find, and there's not a metahuman, there's not a freaking villain, but like she really, you love her, you hate her. I mean, she's just one of the best characters as a regular human government character the DC has.
What do you think, Nelson?
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped for the movie, dude. Just to see all these characters, and it's not a hero movie per se, so that's cool.
Yeah.
I think that was a good card played by DC. This could be a real, turning point for them. You know what I'm saying? Because up to this point, it's been only superheroes, Superman, Batman. So this is another way to bring in some other characters, some other stories that we haven't, had the chance of seeing on the big screen. My only beef, the editing's great, but they need to start not promoting the movie so early because I feel like we've seen almost the whole movie.
But you know what? That's like in every. I know what you're saying, Nelson. And you can say that with a lot of trailers. I mean, some trailers they don't do that. But I see where you're coming from, man.
They need to start really holding some stuff back. It didn't hurt.
I don't think they did that with this movie so much. I think they showed the same things over and over and over. They've only thrown in a little, like this trailer in particular. I saw they added the same scenes. They just left the little scenes a little bit longer, and you see some other people in there, but not predominantly. You just saw really quick. I think they showed the same scenes over and over.
I like that they mentioned Goliath. That was cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm pretty excited for this, man. This this and Doctor Strange are my two for this year that I'm like the most pumped up for. So,
hey, let me.
Next week.
I was gonna add two more things, man. I think what I like about the trailer in this movie, even though I haven't seen the movie yet, is I like the style they went with, like with the colors and stuff. You know, like the logo. It looks really cool. Something different.
Yeah.
And you know, another thing too, like I was saying, I'm going with very high expectations because one with Margot Robbie, man. I think, like you said, Goodell, I agree with you. They have been focusing on her character in trailers. You see her everywhere, dude.
I mean, even in the comics, she's blown up right now.
Yeah, and the only thing I'm afraid of, guys, and I hope this is not the case, man, is I remember that they were hyping up Captain Phasma with Star Wars, and she was a huge letdown in the movie. You know what I mean? Meaning,
I don't think this is going to happen here, man.
I hope not, man.
You could tell she's in a bunch of scenes. When they were showing Star Wars, Captain Phasma was shown like just walking with a gun, that's it. And then you see the movie; she only has like 2 scenes.
Right.
So I think there's a little bit different.
I get. Okay, I get what you're saying now. All right.
They're going to be following them around.
They're going to focus on but I've seen. I mean, they show like a lot of even the trailers. It looks like they're showing like a lot of origin flashbacks and stuff like that of her. And
there's going to be a lot.
Even though I know the Joker is not the main villain in this film. I think that's what a lot of people were expecting. The Joker's going to be the main villain. He's not. But it's not a Harley Quinn movie. They're planning. They're thinking about having her own.
I hope so, man, because it looks like she's going to kill it in this movie, man.
Yeah, I think she's going to be great. What I love about it is that, like what Nelson said, they're all villains, and you don't have all these villains jam-packed in one Batman movie or a Superman movie, where that's where they screw up a lot of times. They try to throw in a bunch. No, you got all these villains, and it's just about the villains, and fuck the heroes. And that's why Task Force X is such a great team, because you got villains, and you love the villains.
Yeah.
You do love the villains, and and then they even say that we're still bad guys. We're doing this because we need to survive, and they're gonna keep on fucking around afterwards. So
I have to also throw in there, man, Jared Leto. Like, just from hearing his voice and the way he's doing it, dude, he's gonna do a great job, bro. That guy's a great actor.
I think so too, man. And one thing I did read. I don't know if I read it somewhere, either on Facebook or on the internet, and someone compared it to Heath Ledger's The Joker performance. And they said that they preferred this one or something like that. Honestly, dude, after I read that,
on Twitter.
Yeah, after I read that, I'm actually not even gonna bother comparing it, dude, because from what I'm seeing, like you said,
look at Jack Nicholson, man. Nicholson. Every time I watch that movie, he's a great Joker. I feel like there could even the original guy, I forgot his name. He could.
Cesar Romero.
Yeah, dude, he was a great Joker too. It's a different Joker. He's an enigma that. He has, he could be different personalities. It doesn't matter.
You can say the same thing, like Ben Affleck playing Batman. I enjoyed him playing Batman, man.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
also enjoyed Christian Bale, with the exception of the voice.
Yeah.
Well, I just me watching Batman vs Superman again today. I just like focusing on Batman. Like they even nailed down like the little details where like him flying up against a wall. If you notice like his arm, the cape, it's just like the silhouettes you see in every comic books or even Dark Knight Returns. Like they did such a great job in that movie, or he did such a great job as Batman that like even those little details I know like it still gets me like excited to watch him play Batman.
What's his face? I forgot his name. He killed it in BVS, bro. Ben
Affleck.
Ben Affleck, yeah. Bale, had the notch up to here, but I think he's going to do a great job in the future.
I think Bale did a great job in Batman Begins, even as Bruce Wayne and Batman. Mm-hmm. I did like him. I liked him in the other 2 films, but I enjoyed him more in Batman Begins. Yeah. Batman Dark Knight, I just really loved Joker. I was watching it, and Joker is what made the movie
Joker
for me.
Stole the show, bro.
And then Dark Knight Returns or Dark Knight Rises was, it was all right. I mean, Bane and like the story, whatever, but it wasn't Christian Bale only got me excited from like the Batman Begins. But I think he did a great job at Ra's al Ghul. But Ben Affleck as a Batman, even I get excited watching him as Bruce Wayne, and he's just tired of the shit.
He's more.
Just, you can tell he's that Batman. I'm fed up. I've been doing this for 20 years. Doesn't look like it's getting any better. So you know what? Now I'm gonna brand these motherfuckers and let them, take care of them.
I like how tough Affleck is as Batman. You know, even as when they showed him as Bruce Wayne, like he's just a tough guy. And Bale didn't have that tough. He had that more like suave, Bruce Wayne going on.
Well, yeah, he tried to play the playboy. Yeah, he was trying to play the playboy. He was trying to play it off. But Ben Affleck, like I said, he's an older, which is what they were trying to do. He was an older Bruce Wayne, he was an older Batman, and I think he did great. And I just see like more of the gadgets from him. Yeah. Like I just see more, like even with the Batwing, the Batmobile, even this trailer. I don't know if you guys noticed when he jumped for the water, he had like the apparatus in his mouth, like to breathe.
Yeah.
You know, like he really is. Like they really did a great job with him. They just. Yeah. I love that.
I'm stoked to see more stuff from Affleck, and hopefully his movie. You know, we don't have to wait till like 2020 to see it. You know.
Hey, but back to the trailer, guys. I'm like you, Nelson. I'm excited. Out of all these trailers we've seen, I want to see all of them, of course, but I'm mostly excited for Suicide Squad and Doctor Strange for sure, man. Can't wait. All right, guys. So next up, man. So Nintendo NX. What's up, Nelson? What's going on with the new system coming out next year, I believe, right?
Yeah, around March. So this week, I think it was Eurogamer that leaked, confirming that the NX is like a handheld that you connect to your TV, that you could play it on the TV and also take it on the go. Which is good. It's Nintendo always doing the gimmick thing. That's their thing for the past 12 years or whatever. But I think it's great because I already have a PS4. I already have an Xbox. I don't need another console to sit on my TV. I don't mind a console or a hybrid that I could take to work and play continue what I was doing in the game. I kind of like that concept.
So it's a handheld console. So
yeah, it's like a screen, and it has like detachable sides or something like that. You know? I guess when you're gonna play here, you connect it or something, and you play at your house. But then when you take it on the go, you connect it to the screen or something like that, which sounds pretty cool. And since they're doing the whole mobile gaming thing too, I think it's gonna incorporate some of that. So some games are gonna be on the phone, but you could also download them to the NX as well. And as far as power, I think it's using the NVIDIA Tegra X or something like that. But there's also a rumor that it's going to be the NVIDIA Tegra X2. So I'm pretty excited for that, man. I don't mind that Nintendo's going that route.
Have they mentioned any prices yet, man?
No prices yet, dude. They haven't even officially announced anything. It's supposed to happen in
March,
Tokyo Game Show. Yeah, Tokyo Game Show. They're going to announce everything.
Interesting. Okay.
So March, yeah. So have Amazon open to pre-order.
Yeah, the last Nintendo system I bought was the Wii. I didn't get the Wii U. So yeah, man, I'll definitely keep an eye on it, man. I wouldn't mind having a new Nintendo system. So we'll see how it is. Yeah, what'd you think, Adele? You pumped for it, man?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get a chance. I'm the same with you. The last Nintendo I had was a Wii U. Wii. I didn't get the Wii U. So this, I mean, I haven't really looked at the leak yet, so I don't know too much about it. But if it's what Nelson's saying, that's pretty cool. The only thing I wonder if they're going to incorporate the DS game since it's going to be mobile. Because it's still
going to be cartridge. I forgot to mention that. It's going to be a cartridge-based system. No CD, no, whatever. It's still going to be proprietary, but
so they're still keeping it physical format.
Yeah. You see, Miguel? Physical.
Yeah. Miguel, what's up, buddy?
Yeah. What's going on, gentlemen?
Hey, the show started about an hour ago, bro. You get the memo, man.
Yeah,
we're talking about the NX.
He saw Batman vs Superman, so maybe he can get like a delayed review.
What did you think? Go ahead. Hey, you're on the spotlight, Miguel. What did you think? What you thought about Batman vs Superman?
I didn't necessarily understand all the background, and I'm glad Godot was here to walk me through some of it. But I thought it was fine. It looked decent to me.
That's it, man.
Yeah, no, well, I didn't know how much time you wanted to spend on it, but I think, well, and I didn't see the version that was missing the 30 minutes, but if the 30 minutes that I saw or that Goodell let me know was not in the movie, I would have been a lot more confused. I also think that for this type of movie to be, mainstream, I don't think it would be successful because in order to appreciate the movie, you need to know the backstory. Because even though Goodell told me about like Deathstroke or Deathstorm or I don't know, and the silver guy at the end that was in the computer.
Dark side. It's all dark side.
Dark side.
Even though he explained it to me, I'm still confused about.
Apparently, I didn't explain it well enough.
That's true. No, because BBS, bro.
Hey,
but what I'm saying is, for mainstream people, I can see how it's a turnoff because it was a lot of backstory, and if Goodell wasn't there filling in all the blanks, I would have been lost, and the story itself, the movie itself, would have been just completely confusing.
No, definitely.
Miguel, hey, after that review, man, go ahead and give me your credit card, man.
Deathstroke was in it, and so was
Deathstroke. Pikachu was in it.
Pikachu.
I think I saw M. Bison at the end too.
M. Bison at the end, yeah.
It did have a lot of material for a movie, so a regular person would have been like, "What the hell? What's going on?"
And the nice thing is they're finally bringing together like all of the individual movies so that you can now start to see pieces of Wonder Woman. You see the Justice League and how that's going to just
play
transition to the Justice League movie. So I mean that part was nice, but if you don't know the comic books, and like I said, if I didn't have Goodell here, I wouldn't know what the hell was going on. But
so what you're trying to say is Marvel plays to the kiddie crowd that can't think, and then DC plays to the people who are thinkers.
Well,
I'm
kidding, bro.
I wouldn't say
no, but you know what he's talking about, Nelson? He's talking about the nightmare scene, though. He's talking about the nightmare scene and how you don't know what the Omega symbol symbolizes. You don't know the parademons. You don't know why Superman's acting all fucking crazy. Like, I mean, we know because we know the storylines, but anybody else would see that they don't explain anything of why he's seeing all that
I
stuff.
understand. I'm just busting
I got a feeling that if Goodell was not there with Miguel watching the movie, his review would have been, "Man, that movie sucked."
It may have been, yes.
Oh man.
Miguel, you say you like that movie even without me talking about
comic books, this movie is not made for mainstream, I don't think. It was enjoyable, but it's a lot more enjoyable. And I don't know if have you guys ever seen Serenity and Firefly?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
So I compare this to that exact same thing because when you watch Serenity by itself is a decent movie. When you watch Firefly, the series, and then watch Serenity again, Serenity is fucking epic. And,
because it makes sense.
Exactly. And it's the same thing. If Goodell wasn't here explaining it to me, I don't think it would have been enjoyable, but it wouldn't have been as enjoyable.
Look, and the only reason that's the case is because DC's trying to catch up to Marvel, and they're doing everything backwards. But, what are you going to do?
Yeah. No, but I mean, again, I'm glad I have friends that enjoy comic books because I won't watch a fucking DC movie without one of my comic book friends at my side.
Well, I mean, like I said, I think the only scene in that movie is the nightmare scene. The nightmare scene is what gets confusing, and the little things there, like the mother boxes and stuff like that. If you don't know what those are, then you just see like, oh, there's just a box. You don't know what that, they really don't explain what that really like signifies.
No, I think people will be okay with Suicide Squad. I'm pretty sure they're going to do some kind of origin story for that. And Wonder Woman, that is her origin story, kind of. I think people will be fine. It's just this movie they try to compact so much stuff in it. You know.
Well, Suicide Squad, I don't think that there's really nothing to be confused about because it's just a bunch of they know that they're villain.
I know they're doing some kind of they're doing some kind of origin for all of them. So
like how they got captured or whatever and this and that. But I'm saying as if I see Harley Quinn, acting like Harley Quinn, I'm not gonna be confused of why she's acting like that because it's just it's pretty straightforward. Like even Killer Croc and everybody else. So. I think Suicide Squad is going to be less confusing than what Batman vs Superman. They just left a lot of details sitting around that if you knew about comic books, you would catch it right away. If you don't know shit, you're just looking at it like, why is that there?
Well, they did mention Goliath in that last trailer, and I know a lot of people are like,
but was it Goliath? But they're talking about Goliath as the character Goliath in DC, or they just mentioning it as a comparison from the Bible?
No, I don't know. I don't know. That's the cool thing. If they're gonna stick Easter eggs in there for the fans, bro. That's just the way it goes.
Well, what's his name? Will Smith said the same thing. Oh, you guys are a bunch of jokers, or
All right, guys. I think that's it for us. Real quick, to all our viewers and listeners, make sure you go ahead and comment on our previous video if you guys want to win a copy of Batman vs Superman Ultimate Edition. I believe so far we only have 2 comments. So if you guys want a chance for a drawing, just comment. I'll have the drawing on August 30th. And also make sure you like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss our next episode. Until then, guys, y'all have a good one.
Peace.
Peace.
Alira, what are you doing, bro? You're gonna.
Hey, I should have had this on when I was talking about Captain America.
Yeah, you should have. What other toys do you have back there, bro? What other props you gonna bust out?
I don't know, man. I'll think about it next time. Right. Bust out my Boba costume.